So in our today's webinar, we would be covering this following agendas. We will see what is Drupal. We will see like what are the key features in Drupal, some limitations or cons of Drupal. Then we will just go through a admin toolbar overview of Drupal. We'll see what are the user roles and permission it has. And then we will just go into some of the topic like content type, and we'll see how can we create a page in Drupal. To begin with, what is Drupal? So Drupal is a free and open source content management system or a content management framework which is used to build websites and applications. This Drupal is written in PHP and is based on a Symfony framework. It is used by millions of people and organizations across the globe to build and maintain their websites. You might not know, but some of the top businesses and government organizations do use Drupal to maintain their websites. Drupal has a very large and active community, and they contribute towards maintaining the platform. This Drupal is open source, and anyone can download and use it to create their websites and also to maintain their websites. Now we'll see what are the key features of Drupal. So Drupal provides a content management. So it provides a user-friendly interface to create and manage your content. It provides you like to create your own layout, your display layouts, and all the content. All the content it allows you to manage at one place. It also gives you flexibility and customization. So Drupal, when you download, it comes with its core features. So apart from this core features includes some of the commonly used features in Drupal. Apart from this core, there are some additional features also that you can use, which comes in the form of modules. We say it in Drupal, we say it contributed modules. So you can extend the Drupal's functionality, default functionalities by installing and using the contributed modules in Drupal. Also, it gives you the ability to customize, create a custom module in Drupal and extend the Drupal services. It also gives you scalability. So it gives you the ability to handle websites with large amount of data and traffic. So Drupal has that capability to handle websites having a large amount of data. It uses certain caching mechanisms to ensure fast loading of your websites. Also, Drupal is very good in terms of security. So Drupal has a very separate and active community who continuously monitor the security of the platform. So what these members do is they continuously monitor the Drupal, the core platform, and if there is any security related issues or vulnerabilities, they immediately fix it and they actually release a newer version of the Drupal. So this significant updates, they do it for the Drupal core, and they actually like notify it to the site administrator. So if there is a major security update that has been released and you should immediately upgrade your sites, then there is a notification or sent to the site administrators, wherein if they log into their dashboard, the site administrators login, they see a message on their screen that there is a security update available and you need to immediately upgrade it. So in terms of security, Drupal provides a very good support. Also, there is a community and support. So Drupal has it has a separate community. Also, there is a Drupal Slack channel wherein there are multiple. It has a Slack workspace wherein there is multiple channels. Each channel is associated with some or the other specific terms wherein they discuss on those topics. Also, there is a support channel as well, wherein if you face any kind of issues, you can discuss it over there, and other members are always there for you to help. Also, this in this community, members also contribute to uh, update update a newer versions of the Drupal, or if there are contributed modules, they extend their support in providing some solutions, or testing it, and many kinds of things. So now let us see what are some of the disadvantages or cons of Drupal. So it has a steep learning curve. So Drupal's power and flexibility actually comes at a cost of a complexity. It can be a bit challenging for a beginner to grasp all the concepts or make use of its abilities, as it requires a lot of practice. So once you understand some concepts, and you require a lot of practice so that you actually get a better understanding of those things. Hence, there is a steep learning curve as compared to other CMS platforms. Also, there is a customization complexity, in the sense uh, there could be some modules that may not match your exact requirements of whatever the site that you're building. So you need to extend the module's functionality, and you need to extend the Drupal services using that particular module. So at a beginner level, this would be a bit challenging for a beginner to understand, as it requires a deep understanding of the platform's architecture. Next is about the module compatibility and updates. So not all modules may be compatible with the version of Drupal being used. And if there is a major version of a Drupal upgrade, then it might happen that some of the older version, if you are using any module, there it might not be compatible with the next release. So this could be one of a limitation. And community support. So there could be some contributed modules which are minimally maintained, or there are no active support. So in such cases, it can cause a significant delay in your development work. Okay, so now we'll see about the admin toolbar overview. So this admin toolbar, which you can see in this particular slide, is when you log in as an administrator, you will be able to see this particular toolbar. This provides many different kinds of features over here. So the first over here, content, is all about this particular content section displays all the content in your websites, all the different kinds of content it shows. And also you can like create a content, edit or delete a content as well using this section. Next is about the structure section. This actually contains all about the configurations or structure of your website. There is something called as content type, which you will come across in upcoming slides. So all those things you can find under the structure section. Next is about the appearance. So as the word says, appearance is about your look and feel of your websites. So you can actually install and configure a themes in Drupal, and all those things you can do it in this particular appearance section of your website. Next is about the extend section. So this usually contains all the modules that are being installed or used on your site. So all the modules, whether you want to install a new module or you want to see which are the modules that have been installed on your Drupal website, you can go to the extend section and you will get to know all those things. Next is about the configuration. So in configuration, this particular section allows you to um, change your site main website settings. Like if you want to change the name of the website, or you want to change some basic time settings or regional settings, all those things can be configured in this particular section. Also, the modules that you install, some of the modules configurations as well are available under this configuration section. Next is about the people section. This displays all the different users who are there on your website. All the authenticated or registered users uh, will be shown on this particular section. Also, this particular list will allow you to uh, add multiple users in your Drupal website. Next is about the report section. Report gives you a detailed like report of your website. Suppose if there is any kind of a error on your Drupal website, you can find it over here in the report section. Also, as a developer, when we usually see like, okay, log messages, these things also you can find it under this reports section. And next is about the help section, which usually gives you some links related to the modules that you being used, or some other features which redirects you to the documentation of Drupal. Next is about shortcuts section, which allows you to this particular section allows you to add a shortcut or add a link and mark that as a shortcut over here. So let's say if you have some different kinds of content on your site, and you just need one common place to go through and click over that. So what you can do is you can just create a shortcut and mark it over here. So once you click on the shortcut, all those shortcuts will be available. Next is about user roles and permissions. So Drupal provides control to different parts of your website in the form of user roles. So there are different kinds of permissions that you can give to your Drupal websites, and all these permissions are clubbed with the specific roles. So Drupal by default, it provides authenticated role, authenticated user, site administrator, and a content editor. These are the roles that it provides by default. And each of these roles has its specific permissions. Apart from these roles, Drupal also allows you to create and multiple roles as well and assign necessary permission. Let's say if you want a content editor to only create content, or only create and edit the content, you don't want him to delete the content, so you can give the necessary permissions to that specific role, and then each role is assigned to a user. So over here, if you can see, this particular user is assigned with the role content editor, and this is a role which is assigned as a this is a user which is assigned as a administrator role. Administrator acts as a super admin of your Drupal website. Also, you can give assign multiple roles as well to a single user, depending on your site's functionality. Okay, now I will hand over to Irfanul, who will explain you the remaining things.
Thank you, Vinay, for giving me the floor. As you have known about Drupal a little bit, so let's move forward. So, in content type, basically what means is in Drupal, it's kind of a modular thing. So, what content type means is when you create a blog, um, you have to put some titles and body. You can add image and other fields. So in Drupal, they give us a feature like content type where we can customize and create our own content type. Content type is basically a form where we can which we can create according to our use cases. Like in Drupal, they provide two example content types like basic page and article, as you see in the slides. So they contain some fields and other options that we want to include in a form or a body. So let's say we want to create a blog, and there the blog has like title, then there is body, then there is a image, and there is a short summary of something, then there is author information and all. So we can provide through content type we can create a form for that type of block and use it for every block we have to create like that. So this gives us a like freedom. So when you use content type, so if we create multiple content types for multiple content, so we don't have to think about creating content. We can use this content type and um, create the content of that type. So there will be so it's a modular feature of Drupal that helps us to create multiple types of content with ease. So if I give you an overview of the content types, clear overview, we can see a demo. So we can move on to the demo. Uh, I hope you all can see my screen. When you at first when you first set up Drupal in your machine, you can see something like this, and you are already familiar with this toolbar. I hope, as Binay explained what this toolbar does and what are the use cases. So when you open first time Drupal, you can see with this, as you have login with the admin credentials, so you will see all the toolbars and all the options. So as a basic overview, we'll not explore much, but we'll create a basic page so that we can see the features of content type. So for content type, we have to go to the structure, and in structure you can see content types. So if you go to the content types, you can see already there are two basic content types are provided by Drupal. One is article and another is basic page. So for a clear overview, we will going to create one more content type for our content. So let's say create a content name story. So let's put a short description for this. So from these are the fields we can put, and there is this thing. So what this thing does is, this is the title field. When we create a content type, so title field is required field. So we have to put it. So it is by default title. So we'll keep it that way. Then preview before submitting. That means when you create a content of this content type, so it will show you the it will show you the block. So it's good if we keep it on instead of disable, because yeah, often we don't uh, uh, we have to review the content we have created. So that will be good. So in publishing options, you will get around 4 options for now. As you go more advanced and deep, you will know more about this, but for now we'll show that these content types will be published and promoted to front page. I will explain later. And in display settings, you can see only display author and date information will be shown. And in menu settings, these are the main navigation, which will be changed later. So if I click save and manage fields, so it will create a basic story content type. So in Drupal, if you create a content type, it will by default provide you a body field. So as we will create a blog, so create a story. So let's put another field. How can we put? So in the new field, you have numbers of data types. So we can use one field like image, and we can put a name like cover. So if we save and continue, it will show us field settings. So what does mean by field settings? So in default image, if you don't provide anything, it will take these fields, and in allowed number of values, that means how many image you want to allow with this field. So as it is, it will be a cover page, so we will allow only one. So if we say field settings, so it will give us more options, like we can uh, limit the maximum and minimum resolutions. We can restrict the file size, maximum upload size. So that's all. We'll not go much deep. Let's save it. So our field is ready. So let's create one more thing. That is, there is you can see three more options. That is, one is manage form display, another is manage display, and the last one is manage permissions. So in manage permissions, usually you will the administrator have all rights, as Binoy have told you about the user and roles. So these permissions will be differ by that, because always in CMS we don't have like, not all users have all types of permissions. So this will be differ by that. We will not go that side today, obviously. So let's explore the manage form display. So in manage form display, what happens is the field we have created, the title field is by default, as we already explained, and another is cover, which I have created right now. So you can manage those fields from here. We can drag and drop these fields from here to this disabled. So if we do it disabled, so it will not show in our form. So we want to keep it like default. So in manage display, what happens, like there is for now there is two types of display we are using. One is default, one is teaser. So what happens is, in default, you want to be you want to show the full content, right? You want to show full content. So what will be the structure of that full content, like where you want to put the body, where you want to put the cover. Okay, so let's see. So let's say we want to put the title will be by default put by default displayed at the top, as it is the um, default field of the content type. So then we want to show the cover, and then we want to show the body. The links we will explain when we will create the content. So in cover, as this is a so in level, you can see, if we make it hidden, what it will do is it don't show the field name. So if we go to the field settings, so you can see this is a cover. So we can edit the image style, which is a numbers of size. Then we can link the image to like content and image loading settings. For that, we will keep this as default and update it. Then click save. And another is teaser. Teaser means the short form. In if I in example, if usually in home page, while the featured section are shows there, we can see cards or boxes of products or blogs in short form. So these are the basically short form of the short form of our content. So in short form, there will be the title will be by default at the top. So in short form, we want to have only two things. One is title, which will by default show, and another is cover. So these are the things. So let's save it. So our so we can see our content type is created. So let's create a content. Okay. So if we click add content, so it will show us the content types of content type list. So as you see, article and basic page, which are the by default content types of the Drupal, and a story which we have created just a time ago. So let's click that. So let's create quickly some contents. So for saving time, I have already saved some stories. You can change the text format to basic HTML to full HTML or restricted HTML. So what can we do? These are the editor, full time editor. So you can add HTML codes in HTML format blocks instead of plain text. So it will show as that in that format. So there is this image field, so let's edit. So one more thing we have to add, that is URL alias. So this is a story. So let's see. And one more thing we have to check, that is promoted to front page. So what promoted to front page does is, when you click promoted to front page, so if you uh, click anything in the front page block, that will show based on this, but we will not go that side today. So let's take it for another day. So for example, if you can, as we have selected preview after preview before save is optional, so they have already give us the options. So if we put disabled, the option will not show, and if we put required, if we want to save, it will directly go to the it will first go to the block, and that it will save. So if we'll click save, so it will take us to the blog. So let's create another content quick. So we have created our content now. So what we have to do is we have to create a page so that we can list our contents and we can go through our contents from there. Okay, let's go to our structure again. So if we go to the structure, we can see multiple options. We don't go to every one of them today because there is a time limit for this webinar. So we'll go directly to the views. And if you can see, by default Drupal provides multiple views for us. These are used already. So let's create a so for creating pages, we have to use view. So if we add a new view, let's say make it story. So the view name will be story. Then you can add descriptions. We can skip it later. It is totally optional. So in content, so what view settings, which means what will be shown. So we can there are multiple. You can see there are multiple things. We'll going for content today, and of type. So you can select directly the story content type. So what it will do is basically list all the story content types in this page. So we have to select create page. It will create the page. So in the path we have put the story, and the display format will be R formatted list. So there are four by default display formats. One is create, HTML list, table, and unformatted list. So we'll select for now unformatted list. And as we explained as I explained earlier about the teasers, so this will be the short forms of the blog in my in my story page. So there will be a short form from where we can go to the view of those stories. So you can limit the items to display. You can use you can on the pager, you can create menu link from here as well. So what happens in the menu link is basically you can see home icon here. So we want our page to be added here so that we can easily access it from the navigation menu. So um, you have to turn on this create menu link, and it will give you option and text of that link. So text of the link will be story, and the administrator, this is the menu. So we have to make sure that we select that our menu is in the main navigation, as uh, main navigation is selected for the navigation menu. So we have to select the main navigation. So it will uh, at then it will show there. So if I save and edit, it will um, take me to the that page edit page. So you can see lots of options here, header and footer and all of this. So you can also, one more thing, there is one more thing, that is the view. Okay, that is the view. So you can see actually if you change something from here, let's say if I make it format from grid and apply, so you can see all those changes. Let's say make it free. So if I apply, so you can see it is aligned side by side according to grid. So as we want to give keep it the in previous way, so you can add row classes, that will be bootstrap classes. We'll explain that in a later time. So these are the things. Okay, our page is ready, so we can save it. Okay, so if we go to the go to our back to our site and refresh, you can see there is a story option. So if we go to the story, you can see the city at sunset and the ocean blue. And if we go to the if we click the title, we can see the blocks. So as for today, that will be all. Hopefully we will arrange another webinar for a clear and detailed overview, and where we can go in depth. So that's all for today. So let's move on to the as I have finished the demo, so let's move on to the QA section. These are the references we have used.